All right, you guys, so we're here with the GMC the Yukon, and you guys know that we have that misfire on cylinder 8. But if you go back through my videos, you'll see that, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago or something like that, maybe a little bit more, I already replaced the ignition coil, the spark plug, and spark plug wire. I replaced those a while back on this vehicle, and obviously I took it for a test drive and all that good stuff, and it was working fine. It was working fine. So this car is starting to get a little tricky, if you guys know what I mean, huh? A little tricky. But we're gonna have to figure it out, man, because it's getting personal now. But yeah, if you guys remember, I did this here last time. Let me show you right there. You guys see that, right? New ignition coil, new spark plug down there, and a new spark plug cable. And I've run tons of data right now, and and it also has that other code for the fuel trim on bank too, but I'm sure it's that problem with that cylinder that's causing that error code to also show up. I'm not sure what's going on. If you guys have any ideas, leave some comments and tell me what you think. For now, I'm going to go ahead and replace one coil, the coil from cylinder 8. I'm going to bring it out to cylinder 6 just to make sure that the coil is not bad, even though we bought it brand new. Sometimes you buy them brand new and they're bad from the moment they left the factory. So we're going to go ahead and do that little test, but I checked for leaks around that area. There's no air leaks at all. The oxygen sensors register the correct volts. They're registering the correct volts. Everything else is correct, both oxygen sensors and the banks. There's no air leaks that can be causing that. I also used a screwdriver to test the injectors, make sure they're clicking and make sure they're spraying. Making sure that's not the cause of cylinder 8 misfiring. I don't know what's going on besides running a compression test on that cylinder and seeing if it's good or not, but I don't think it is that. I honestly don't. I'm gonna check these ignition coils now and see if that might solve the problem, you guys. So stay tuned. I'm gonna record all of this. All right, everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the ignition coil on cylinder 8, move it to cylinder 6, and run some quick tests and see if anything changes, because I've already tested any vacuum leaks here on the intake. I tested out these injectors. I mean, everything's working the way it's supposed to work. So let's see what the problem here is. I'm starting to think that this new ignition coil that we bought, it might be bad from factory. So we'll see what happens. Let's do this real quick. All right, you guys, so as we were removing that ignition coil, one of these coolant lines, it runs into the heater core inside the cab. They snapped off, so we're gonna have to go get that part. I'll tell you, man, that's a mechanic's worst nightmare. I'm so pissed that it happened, but whatever. Shit happens, you gotta deal with it. We're gonna buy it for the customer and go ahead and keep going on with this. We got the one ignition coil out already, and now we're gonna decide which one we are going to replace it with, which in this case we're gonna go with cylinder number 4, just because it's the easiest one to get to. Get that out of there. Get this all out of there, you guys. Switch these fucking ignition coils over there to cylinder 8 and find out what the hell's going on. See if it's the coil that's damaged. There's other ways to test this, but I don't have the tester, so this is the best way. Old school mechanic trick, you guys know. We have all these cables here disconnected, just making more space for us to work more comfortably without worrying about damaging anything, obviously. Let's get up in here. Let's try to get this out of here. How do we get that out of there without damaging it? We're gonna have to. We are going to have to just wiggle it out, you guys. We're gonna have to wiggle this motherfucker out. Let me get a rag and dry it out. It's a little wet. It's a little wet from the coolant that leaked down once that hose broke off. So give me a second, you guys. All right, we are good there. Let's see if we can get this bad boy pulled out. Okay, good. Good. Man. Alright, you guys, make sure that spark plug is good. Okay. We're also going to replace the cables just to confirm that the cable is not the problem. Alright, we're gonna go over here with this one. Let's make sure we don't break anything else. Okay, so that's it right there, I believe. Let me confirm. Coming in this way. Okay. It right there. Alright, let's go right here with this one. Okay, you guys, so we are putting back this ignition coil now. We are working on cylinder 4. Putting that coil that was on cylinder 8, we're now putting it over here. We also did the same for the spark plug cable. We moved it over here as well. If the misfire continues, we'll take out the spark plug, see if it's cracked. That can also be a culprit. Maybe I tightened it too much last time I installed it. We'll see. But you know, right now we're still doing diagnostics, just trying to get to the culprit of the problem. Jesus Christ, man. Qué malo está este carro, Lázaro, cojones.